up, YouTube? It's your boy Ghost. I'm back with another video today. I'm dropping this video to speak on 3 gig opportunities that I jumped into that I found very, very lucrative, you know, in this time that I haven't been able to drive with my CDL. So one of them was Uber, which, I mean, Uber's cool. I'm still trying to understand the algorithm to Uber. And then Lyft, it was cool too, you know, doing Lyft before, you know, they both kicked me off their platforms, which was crazy as hell. So, you know, everybody was like, oh, you can do Uber, you can do Lyft, you can do this, you can do that. So, you know, I jumped into Lyft, and I ain't gonna lie, I made some good ass money with Lyft. Like, literally, I would say I did Lyft for about, probably like a good month. And I cleared about, I would say, $7,500 with Lyft. I spent about close to, maybe in the ballpark range of about almost $1,000 in gas. But I put a shitload of miles on my goddamn Benz. Like, goddamn, that shit, yeah. I put a shitload of miles on it. So that was the only downside about that. I mean, yeah, it was cool, but you put a lot of miles on it, on your car. Luckily, you know, I work on cars and I'm able to turn a wrench. So, you know, doing the maintenance and all that wasn't too bad. I think I replaced 2 tires on my Benz, and that ran me maybe $150, which wasn't bad compared to replacing 1 tire on a truck when you have a blowout or you need a new tire. So all in all, you know, that kept the lights on. Uber, I jumped into it when I finally got approved, and I mean, I'm still trying to learn the algorithm to it, because I know Lyft kicked me off their platform, because at first I was, like I said, I was good. I ran with them hard up until, I mean, I reached like platinum status and all this other extra stuff with them. And then, a week later, I got kicked off the platform because they did a background check. I guess they said it was a preliminary background check or periodic background check. And my damn case that I'm fighting came back because it's basically a violent conviction. Well, it's a violent charge, and it's a difference between a charge and a conviction, and that's what I tried to explain to Lyft. I haven't been convicted, I've only been charged of a violent crime. And they were like, no, we don't care. So, you know, I tried to appeal it, I don't know how many times, and they kept denying me, which was some bullshit. So I ended up, you know, just having to just be deactivated from that. Uber, on the other hand, let me roll with them. You know, I guess they haven't decided to do their little periodic background check or anything like that yet, so they ain't kicked me off the platform yet, as of right now. But Super Bowl weekend, you know, I had to do a lot of research on, you know, this Uber, Lyft, the little gig economy and stuff like that. So Super Bowl weekend, there's a guy on here named Uber Jeep. He's got this actually clean ass Jeep that he does his Ubering and stuff in. And he's actually somebody that, you know, I binge watched a lot of his videos, so I could really understand, you know, the concept of it, the algorithm, just how it works. So, you know, he really helped me out when it came to like understanding, you know, the platforms and how to make real money on them. So, you know, I watched his stuff. I watched a couple other people's things, and I really tuned into him because he's in Arizona. He's in Phoenix. And the man made a killing. When I say this man made some bread Super Bowl weekend, like, he was not lying, because I got out there, cleaned up pretty nice too. I didn't clean up as much as he did, but I did pretty well, you know. And then another thing that I'm doing is called axle hire. That was where y'all seen in that video where I had all them boxes in my bins. Basically, it's a bunch of meal preps you pick up, and then you drop them off around the city, and you just pick routes, and they pay between like 50 to like 150 bucks per route. You can do 3 of them in a day, because you just got to start at like 7 a.m. and you'll be done about maybe 5, 6 o'clock in the evening if you do 3 routes for the day, because you know that's what I do whenever I book on there. There's certain days of the week that I hit with that, and then there's certain days of the week that I'll Uber and Lyft. I'm looking into a couple more apps. I haven't really, you know, I'm still waiting on them to come around. Like, there's an app called Roadie. I've done a couple of them where I've picked up luggage and stuff from the airports and dropped it off at people's houses. You know, just quick stuff. But like I said before, I got a certain number that I like to keep and a certain number that I like to hit every single day. So, you know, until, you know, we can turn all this stuff around with the trucks and I can get back, you know, on the road. But I was looking at that too. The rates right now are trash. Coming from Cali to Arizona, right now people are doing what? 600 to 900 from California to Phoenix, and then from Phoenix back to Cali. I mean, I can get 1,300 to go from Yuma back to LA, but it's just the returns going back into Arizona suck. But realistically, coming from Arizona, you'll get maybe 400 to 600 coming out of Phoenix, going back, you know, coming back to Cali. So it really depends. It really depends on who you know and what you know. But like I said before, I'm really not missing much if people are only getting 600 to 900 to go to go to Phoenix. Because, you know, when you really look at that, it's going to take you about 550 bucks per round trip. So that's 1,500 a week that you already about to spend in fuel to make those trips, to make 3 trips a week. So if you're doing what, we'll say maybe $1,000 round trip, 1,200 at the max, you're really not bringing home no more than $15,000 to $2,000 a week after fuel. And it's just, if you have a blowout, you have a breakdown, automatic service costs $6,000 to $1,000. So it's just like, shit, the gamble on that versus like doing Uber and Lyft and whatever other gig work you can find. If you want to do $15,000 to $2,000 a week, you might as well do that shit in a car. I mean, the liability isn't as high, the risk isn't as high, because like I said, it's more expensive to fix a diesel than it is a car. And if you got AAA and your car break down, you can easily tow it for free because you pay for AAA every year. Tow it to whatever shop, whatever garage. If you work on your own car, you know, it's just the liability, the risk is just, right now with trucking, it doesn't look like it's worth it. You know, like I said, if you can just do something to keep your insurance paid and keep it active, do that. But I don't know. But yeah, that's, you know, what I'm into right now. I'm gonna get more in depth about everything that I'm doing when it comes to, you know, axle hire, Uber, Lyft, and all that. But, you know, I just thought I'd give you guys a more in-depth understanding of what I'm actually doing out here. I just invested in an embroidery machine. I got a screen, like a little mini screen printer, because I used to do t-shirts and all that back in the day. So, you know, I'm gonna start pumping out my work and stuff again, you know, just to add to that $275 a day that I like to hit. So, you know, with that being said, love, peace, and prosperity, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Deuces.